Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on historical fiction books. So if you want to see what my favorite historical fiction books that I've read, just keep watching. So the first one I have is Lovely War by Julie Berry. This is set during World War I, and it is about four lovers' fates and how they collide during this time. And then it's also narrated, which I thought was a fun aspect of it, by Aphrodite. She is telling their stories to Hephaestus and Ares. And I really liked that aspect of it. I thought this was a beautifully written book, and it definitely is sad at times, but then also it has hope. So if you enjoy historical fictions, I definitely check this one out. So the next one I have is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. And this one is about a woman or a girl who is accused of murder in Iceland in 1829. So while she awaits execution, she is sent to live with this family. Of course, they're very nervous about having her come, and they're not very kind to her at first. And then she also is seeing a priest who is like her spiritual guardian, because this is something I guess they gave when they were about to execute people back then. And it's a beautiful story. I really enjoyed reading this. It made me, the imagery in this book is just beautiful. It made me feel like I was there, and how she describes Iceland makes me want to go. This one, I actually was going to the Dollar Tree, and I was just, browsing, just looking around. I ended up finding this one in their book section and reading the synopsis and being like, well, that sounds really interesting. And so I literally got this one for $1, and it was amazing. I gave it a 5-star. I really enjoyed it. It is a wonderful historical fiction. Again, I really liked the imagery in this one, and her writing was excellent. So you should definitely check this one out if you enjoy historical fictions. So the next one I have is by Naomi Krupski, and it's The Family. So this one is about two best friends and daughters of the Italian mafia, and it's set in Brooklyn. They live next door to each other. They're like best friends. They do the family dinners together. Go to school together, so they're like almost inseparable, until one of the girls' fathers goes missing, and it like drives a wedge between the two. So, and the book spans as they go through becoming young women, wives, and mothers, while still maintaining this strained relationship. I really enjoyed the book. I thought it was good. I ended up giving it a 4-star. And I thought it was really interesting. I actually read through it pretty quickly because it really just kept me going, and it would go like back and forth between each of the girls' perspectives. So I enjoyed that. And the next one I have is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one is set in Malibu in August of 1983. Nina Riva is having her annual party. It's about to happen at her mansion. It ends up getting out of control, and the mansion ends up going up in flames. But it is so much more than that. It discusses like generational choices and secrets, and what we decide to bring forward with us and what we decide to leave behind. It talks about the expectations we have of parents, expectations we have on ourselves. It talks about all kinds of things. I really loved its exploration of cycles in life, and how as we try and break those cycles once we become adults, or we follow those cycles as we become adults. I thought it was beautifully written. It was one of my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid ones, and I gave that one a 5-star. So the next one I have is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna, and this one is set during the Great Depression. It's like Dust Bowl era, and it is talking about a mother as she moves her family from Texas to California in search of, work and a better life for them. I really enjoyed the discussion of motherhood in this book and this expectation, even during the Great Depression, of trying to be a good mother and provide for these children and do the best they can. I really enjoyed too. Elsa is the mother and Loretta is the daughter. I enjoyed their relationship and the strain that you see, and then their development throughout the book. I really loved this one. I just actually finished this one. I ended up giving it a 5-star. I thought the imagery too in this book was great. It really made you feel in the book. I really like when stories do that. So this is a good one to check out if you haven't yet. So the last one I have is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. This one is a reimagining of Lady Jane Grey with some magical elements to it. So Edward is the King of England, but he's dying, so he needs a successor. And that's where Jane comes along. Jane is Edward's cousin, and he is marrying her off to secure the line to Gifford. And Gifford kind of has something going on right now. He becomes a noble steed at dawn every day. So it kind of puts a strain on him and Jane's marriage, because they can't really communicate for most of the day, except for a few hours. But they end up teaming up together because there is a conspiracy happening. So her, Lady Jane, Gifford, and Edward all kind of come together and work together to figure out this conspiracy and what's happening. This one is definitely more lighthearted and fun than all the rest of the historical fictions that I mentioned previously. But I wanted to leave off on like a happy note. I did really enjoy this one. I thought it was fun and exciting. So if you like your historical fictions with a little bit of a magical element, you should give it a shot. So those were all the historical fictions that I have really enjoyed. I've read more than that, but these are the ones that just really stuck out to me overall through time. So if you have any suggestions, though, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. Have a wonderful day. Bye.